Hello everyone, it's Frances here. I thought I would just share with you this beautiful happy mail I had from my friend Catherine. That's Catherine Maudsley. She's not here on YouTube, but she is on Instagram, so do pop along. It's Catherine Maudsley. Thank you, Catherine. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm going to do a little show and tell of this lovely package that you sent me, which has really lifted my spirits. Thank you so much. And also I want to do a preview or review of Nicola of the Paper Cameo's latest kit, which is divine. Anyway, going back to what Catherine sent me, she sent me these two lovely books. That is an illustrated dictionary, lovely aged papers, and I will certainly be able to use, there's some lovely maps in the front. There isn't a date in it, and I'm finding it quite difficult. I'll have to do some research to find out the date. Catherine, if you do watch this, perhaps you may know. And this lovely book, a watery sea scene on the front, which I actually may replace, but I love the colour of the book and the black edging. It's called The Coral Island by R.M. Ballantyne, isn't it? Yes. Again, lovely coloured pages, which I will probably repurpose the book cover and use some of the pages in projects. And inside there was this just lovely little remembrance card, which just says, it's dated 1908, old friends, old faces, ne'er can be blotted out of memory. With warm remembrance and best wishes for Christmas and the New Year from Mr. and Mrs. Silverdale. Don't know who Mr. and Mrs. Silverdale are, but isn't that lovely? I love the scalloped edge. So that's those two. Then she sent me, loads of bits and pieces from her late father's estate, which was very kind for her to part with these things. This is his old driving licence, and I think it goes back to 1938, with all the different pages that you used to get in a driving licence. Aren't they tiny? Absolutely lovely. Love that. This is, obviously you can see a book of Gospels, and it was obviously given to Catherine's father, 1939, so during the war. Just think it's lovely. It gives you suggested daily readings and a message from His Majesty the King. Isn't that great? Love that. It's very tactile. You can imagine it just tucked into an army or whatever uniforms pocket. This little thing, it may not mean much to you, but to me, I absolutely love it, because when I'm doing a journal, these little pockets, which is leather obviously, make wonderful pockets. So if ever you see those, don't throw them away, they're great. And obviously you can sew them in if you wish, or put fake stitches around, but they work great. Then she sent a lovely little bag. I absolutely love bags of any description, so that one. Then her father was a great stamp collector, and so she let me have one of his albums, and this one is quite an old one. Again, I don't think there's a date on it, but it's got the colonies and things in it, all now changed names, but it's a lovely book, and I would definitely use some pages. A lot of you, I'm sure, are thinking, oh, how can you bear to cut that up? But, it's a memory that's going to a book, and it will live on. Otherwise, it will just stay in a bookcase. But I think that's lovely. I think Stanley Gibbons was one of the better stamp collecting albums that you could get. And obviously what goes with that is an awful lot of stamps. And I know Catherine has been sorting these religiously for months and months, which I so appreciate. I love stamps. And she's marked them. So all animals and birds on this one. Art. Vintage Great Britain with sort of very patriotic royal ones. This one is, I think they're just GB again. French. She knows I love my French stamps and I use those an awful lot. Fish and flowers. You can imagine how long this has taken her to sort them out. What's that one? Flowers again. Christmas, which is very, very useful. More arts. And just some brightly coloured ones. And then also lots of little bits. So these will make great altered little envelopes. They're brilliant. And then there's, well, you can see, I'll just zoom through. All of this she knows because she knows my journals. She knows I would definitely make use of all these things. Colchester transport tickets. A couple of really old little labels and things in there that I will definitely use. A lovely aged piece of paper. That's a nice pattern on it. Book pages. Some cute little illustrations. Sorry, I had to break off then. Someone knocked at the door. Yeah, so there's lots of beautiful book pages, which I love, and they feel great, and they're a lovely colour. So lots of those. Then there was some, I shall use those as pockets or make them into postcards. And bits and pieces like this. William Morris, isn't it? So lovely bits and pieces that I can do collage with. Brown paper. I know a lot of you might frown at brown paper, but I love it. And just put in a really, really nice piece of fabric, which I love, which I will definitely use. Fantastic for a cover or background or pocket. So I shall use all that. And this little folder, well, not so little. And it's got the most gorgeous paper in it. I love this narrow lined paper. I will definitely be using that. In fact, I will be using it later today. So, love that. Thank you, Catherine. It's so generous of you. And I wanted to show you all the latest, or I've not printed out all of it, but this is the latest kit. Well, there's a mixture of two kits here, Needlework 3 and 4 by the very clever Nicola of Paper Cameo. Absolutely beautiful. I love the precision of her designs. They never fail to work out exactly as they're supposed to. Some lovely frills and a tape measure. You see that? Gorgeous tags. Particularly like that one with the lace on it. I've sized these for a particular journal that I'm going to be working on soon, made out of an old indenture document. That would look nice equally as an upright, tall, skinny journal. Aren't they lovely? Did I print that twice? I think I did, probably because I liked it so much. So anyone doing a sewing journal, this would be perfect, because that one, as you see, says Young Lady's Journal, Complete Guide to the Work Table. And this is just some. There's lots and lots of pages, but this is just some of them. absolutely adore that. Cut it, fold these inside, and it makes a sort of a tri-fold envelope. And again, I must have liked that one a lot because I printed it out lots of times. But please pop over to her Etsy shop and have a look at the Needlework 3 and 4 kits. You won't be disappointed. Okay, thank you everyone for looking. I hope to see you all soon, and stay safe. Bye.